Today we are going to be talking about using a tripod to get very slow or very long shutter speeds. So for this lesson, I'm assuming that you have a few things. The first is that you have a tripod. The second is that you have a knowledge of shutter speed, aperture, and your ISO settings, and that you know how to set these on your camera. Number three, you're going to need a camera that will have a manual mode that will allow you to set those settings on your camera. It should also have a timer. And the fourth thing that you're going to need is a flashlight. Here's a flashlight. The first type of shot that you should try is just a long exposure night shot. Go out. I'm going to go out later on tonight and probably pick out some palm trees. You're going to want to set your camera on your manual mode with the widest aperture setting that you have, and preferably an ISO of about 400. Now you can adjust your ISO if you need to. You can make it more sensitive or less sensitive to light. It just really depends on how much ambient light you have. But what I want you to do is to try a 1 second exposure using your tripod and then having it on the timer. When you grab the camera and you push shutter button down, that's going to cause some camera shake. So when you use a 2 second timer and you push that button, usually there's no shake at all and the camera does the exposure for you. So that's the first one, is to do a 1 second exposure using a tripod. And then after you do that, increase the shutter speed time to 2 seconds, and then to 4 seconds, and then 6 seconds, and 8 seconds, and see how you like that. What you'll notice is that the longer shutter speed that you have, the more light is coming into the sensor and it's soaking it. So outdoors, even at night, when there doesn't seem to be a lot of light, there's tons of light out there. The second type of shot I want you to try is a variation on that, and this is called painting with light. You're going to need your flashlight, and you can use the same shot that you used before, or if you want to do it indoors, you can too. The settings are about the same. Try to get your aperture as wide as possible and to use a shutter speed of about 4 to 8 seconds long. And what I want you to do is to take a flashlight and turn it on and shine it on something in your composition, your subject. And you'll notice that whatever you shine it on over and over will get brighter and brighter. So this is called painting with light. It's a very fun little cool thing you can do. And another variation on this is to take your flashlight and actually shine it at the camera during this 4 to 6 to 8 second exposure, and you can start making shapes and spell your name, stuff like that. That's another type of long exposure. The last type of tripod / slow shutter speed type of shot that you should try if you're a beginner is on a moving body of water. So I'm at the ocean right now. I'll be doing some of these later. Rivers, waterfalls work good. If you don't have any other place to do it, you can experiment inside your house with maybe the faucet. Probably not the best place, but if you do this outside in nature where you have lots of light during the day, set your camera to shutter priority mode for half a second to 1 full second. Use the lowest ISO that you possibly can. And what you'll see in your images is you get this really misty, kind of cool look. And that's because the water droplets are blurring out on the exposure, and it can make some really nice effects. So if you're a beginner to tripod, slow shutter speed photography, those are pretty much the beginning set of images I would recommend. Try some night shots, try painting with light, and then try some moving bodies of water in nature. I'm Michael Andrew, and thank you for watching.